Good evening, I'm Mark Seal with Sports Night. Starting with cricket, West Indies have been whitewashed in their test series against New Zealand. They were defeated by 240 runs on the fourth day of the second test in Hamilton last night, Barbados time. The Windies resumed on 30 for 2 in their second innings and were eventually dismissed for 203, chasing 444 for victory. Now, barring a 78-run, 6-wicket partnership between Roston Chase, who scored 64, and Raymond Reefer, who scored 29, the Windies never looked as if they were in the hunt for victory. Neil Wagner was the pick of the bowlers, taking 3 for 42.
Wow, lovely. And Shea Hope,
batting order.
Gone, short, slightly wide, 200. Test match wickets for Trent Boult.
Spikes, didn't they? Lovely shot. Very pleasant on drive from Shea Hope. Nice. Very controlled from Chase. And again, and Trent Boult has been changing the angles. Round the wicket, over the wicket, round the wicket. Beautiful. That. Top edge. And taken.
Pitching, yeah, it's got him. Wagner does the trick again with a short one, and look at the height, it's perfect. Lovely shot. Brilliant. Timing at its best.
Down to the boundary for 4
Test matches.
That is good timing.
And again, slightly aerial, but beautifully timed. 4 more.
Through, and that should dribble away for 4. Oh, there you go. They can't fill that gap. There's another one.
Shaw facing Sand.
That one's through. Too wide, too full. He's prepared to take it on, and he'll get 4.
That's it!
In the air, just wide. That'll be 4 and 50 for Roston Chase. He's batted extremely well today. It's gone fine the leg side. There'll be 4 more. Oh, look at that. Great cover drive by Raymond Reefer.
High in the air. This one. Colin de Grandhomme coming in. Big hands. Takes it easily. He'll get runs here and get 4 off them. Kemar Roach. Good timing.
Now, is that taken? Well, Williamson does have the habit of pulling off some speckies, and that's just another one. Oh, he smashed that. Oh, 15 love, we should say. We saw a little bit of this from Trent Boult when he batted. That's high. And it's gone a long way as well for 6 from Roach. He's latched onto that too. Cummins' turn to fire away. 200 comes up. 200 for 7.
Catch it, Bolty.
Another chance for Bolty. And he takes this one.
Yes!
And that's the end of that. A series victory for New Zealand.
Well, there's a bit of a break now with the first ODI set for December 19th. That's the 19th Barbados time. It'll start the 20th in New Zealand. There appears to be a storm brewing between Cricket West Indies and one of its top female players. Former chairman of the Barbados Women's Cricket Committee, Hartley Reid, has confirmed that West Indies women's cricketer and former Barbados captain Shaquana Quinton has sought legal advice on the termination of her West Indies contract after being injured on the job. Cbc Sports has been reliably informed that the 21-year-old Quinton, who has featured in 95 international fixtures, tore a ligament in her knee on the 19th of March this year in a practice match in Antigua. She was on a West Indies B contract at that time. Now, Quinton is reportedly dissatisfied with the way in which her injury has been handled by the regional board. And CBC Sports investigations indicate that she was only able to walk on her own after 4 months of therapy. Now, on contacting Quinton, she refused to speak about the ongoing legal action, but she did say that she's trying to focus on her recovery at this extremely difficult time. Staying with cricket, Chris Gayle hit a record 18 sixes as he smashed an unbeaten 146 of 69 balls for Rangpur Riders in the Bangladesh Premier League final against Dhaka Dynamites. Now, that 146 is the highest score in a T20 final, and Gayle is the first player to pass 11,000 runs in T20s. Now, Gayle helped Rangpur to make 206 for 1 off their 20, in which they defended it quite easily, winning by 57 runs. Here in Barbados, the St. James Settlers collected a 5-wicket win over St. Joseph Titans in a low-scoring encounter at the 3Ws Oval in their latest UWI BCA Inter-Parish T20 game. CBC's Sean Green reports.
This is St. Joseph Titans at the wicket after being sent in. Rashawn Williams sets off for a single, but probably wish he hadn't. Ran out for just 4. Cyprian Payne latched onto this and made it disappear over Cow Corner. That's the first 6 of the game. But Akil Hussain later had him drop LBW for 11. It's 22 for 2. Ronaldo Holder was caught by Austin Lucas Jones off Adrian Cadillac slip for 11. It's now 30 for 3. Nikhil Austin wasn't daunted by that, lifting Hussain into the night sky for half of a dozen. Austin digging deep once more as the ball disappears to fielder's conversion in the dark and in the deep. And Chevron Brooks comes up with the cookie. Austin finally gone for 13. Ronaldo A. Holder didn't last too long, caught behind off Hussain for a lonely one. Is now 54 for 5. Brooks floats up this one outside the off stump and the bait is taken. Akil Hoyt caught at slip for just 3. Then it was Andre Gill's turn to go, sneaking the catch through to the keeper to go for a top score of 18. It's 83 for 7. And Shafair Williams swinging for the hills and landing in the dirt. Pick up your bat, son. He contributed just 4 as the Titans made just 86 for 8 in their 20. Sean Green, CBC Sports.
And thanks, Sean. St. James chased down that small target, reaching 89 for 5. On the track and field, a top local athlete has decided to call it quits at the age of 23. Levi Cadogan has reported that he's retiring from track and field, with word coming last night on social media via his Instagram and Twitter accounts. Cadogan posted on his Instagram page last evening that he has never been able to say before that he could miss a sport, but he admits that track and field has been nice to him. However, he's announcing his retirement and saying goodbye. While on his Twitter page this morning, Cadogan thanked Barbados and reiterated that he will miss the sport. Now, this development comes on the heels of an adverse analytical finding from a recent drugs test. Cadogan was scheduled to meet with an independent panel of the National Anti-Doping Disciplinary Committee last evening to determine if the substance found in one of his samples was intentionally taken by him. One reliable source has noted that the substance found was not an anabolic steroid. Therefore, the panel will be attempting to determine if doping indeed took place. Now, there's no specific timeline for the panel to issue an official report after last evening's meeting. And when contacted by CBC Sports this morning, the Olympian declined to comment. Cadogan, a sprinter in the 100 and 200 meters, ran at the Rio Olympic Games last year, while he also represented the country at this year's World Championships in London and also at the Worlds in Beijing back in 2015. Switching out to basketball, the Lodge are the champions of the NSC Under-19 Schools Knockout Tournament. Playing at the Clapham Courts yesterday, Lodge defeated Combermere in a keenly contested final. Lodge fought their way back after being down by 4 points at the half to conquer Combermere for the title. CBC's Akeem Klinkey takes a look at the game.
The big finals, and Combermere in the white got the show on the road as Nicholas Hoyt comes good with the reverse layup. He had 10 points. Kisarian Adams then drains a shot from the corner. That's nothing but net for the triple. He had 15 points in the game. At the opposite end of the court, Rashad Hall went to work in the paint for the Lodge. He gets 2 of his game-high 26 points in the process. Combermere showed they were in nothing but business mode though, as Adams draws the defenders for Hoyt to get the free jumper. But Lodge weren't going to allow Combermere to walk all over them, as Anthony Maynard brings the big block on Lamar Springer. Despite Lodge clawing the rear back, Combermere still led 17-15 after the first quarter. Second quarter, and Lodge leveled things up early. Maynard finds Ward and he makes no mistakes. That's 2 of his 16-point performance. Hall then gives them the lead, driving down the court and banking it in with his left hand. Hall wasn't scared of taking contact. His focus was on the rim, forcing the shot to open up the points gap. But Combermere fought back, as Macari Jones delivers the goods from backcourt to front for the layup. He had 15 in the game. Jones had fire in his eyes and pushed the tempo once again to collect the same result. He then shows some fancy handles, which allows Hoyt a jumper in the lane, as Combermere led 31-27 at the half. Hall, who is the leader, then fires the rock with pinpoint accuracy. That's 3 more. But the Waterford boys weren't folding, as David Walks drives for 2 of his team-high 20 points. Jones then stuck to Hall like glue to get the turnover and transition for 2 more points. But the Lodge outscored Combermere 25-12 to lead 52-43 at the end of the third. In the fourth, Lodge were relentless as Hall rises for the putback. But Combermere, determined as ever, showed their fight as Watts gets the tough shot to drop. Watts then goes to work and puts up the circle shot, collecting the extra shot in the process. However, Hall marshaled his troops brilliantly, leading the way for the Lodge. He then shows why he's the go-to man, bottling the 3 and showing he's clutch. Combermere, holding on for dear life at this point, kept things interesting, as Adams produces the triple as well. But in the end, Lodge got home by 4, taking the game and the title 69-64. Akeem Klinkett, CBC Sports.
And that's Sports Night. Stand by for the business.